my first Halo Infinite video, where today's topic is going to be the AI companion system, which although has been on my mind since launch of Halo Infinite, there's a little line from Mr. Chief where he references the blue spider from Red vs. Blue, which caught me off guard and sparked my motivation for this video.
Oh, is that a blue spider?
And then the long-running reason for my interest in this little customization system is it was really promoted with the launch and, well, leading up to the launch of Halo Infinite's multiplayer as this big new feature of like, hey, look at this, you have your own AI buddy. So much to the point where the big team battle map fragmentation that was basically just the go-to big team battle play area during early Halo Infinite had 2 loot caves which were exclusively accessible by using your AI buddy to hack into them to get weapon variants, power weapons, and all the sorts. As well as the AI scan system, which highlighted weapons, vehicles, and their spawn nodes through walls, trying to give the little edge to newer players or something, I would have to assume. And then the main way that they would make money, I would assume if they kept making them, is the fact that they're a part of a 3-layer voice announcer, where the AI buddies, all the quips and comments about your gameplay and weapons you're using, whilst the Academy Lady and Jeff Steitzer are all going to be the announcements for flag taken and what game mode you're playing and the medals from Jeff Steitzer. However, it all makes me wonder what could have been, seeing as no new AI companions have been added since Season 2, with Iratus in the Lone Wolves Battle Pass. Because, honestly, it would have been really cool to see iconic characters like Caboose from Red vs. Blue be brought on to be, an AI cosmetic little character that you can have and hear all these funny quips and just silly lines from Caboose, or, personally for me, I'd be, all about putting money in if there was Sarge or Griff as a AI companion you could use. Because they're my favorite characters from Red vs. Blue. I'd love to have them and hear their stupid shit whenever I'm doing the most random things in Halo Infinite. Or even how cool it could have been with Iratus being a really big core character in the multiplayer story. It could have led to our little buddies being far more fleshed out, and maybe seeing as they, seemingly wanted to go for 10 years as a Halo Infinite lifespan, during something like Year 7, we could have seen a dilemma where they're going through rampancy, and we have to either choose to decommission our little buddies or keep them, and they go kind of weird and wacky like Cortana, referencing the past. And, I mean, hey, that could have been entertaining. Let's say a really shit update, for Halo Infinite is just, unforgettable, like the tiny warthogs and, the ghosts. It's not the best example of a shit update, but something silly and funny from the past. It could have been really cool to just have an AI companion, go on talking about that like they're losing their mind, but also kind of sad because, man, my little AI buddy has dementia. But it really could have done just so much more, such as how awesome it could have been to see new gameplay features being added. Seeing as, hey, the loot caves are pretty cool, right? And the AI scan is there, but what else can we do to, evolve this new mechanic? It even could be something as simple as bringing back classic equipment and giving a bit of flair for, your little AI buddies, such as the hologram from Halo Reach, where if you really wanted to, something fun you could do is have little quips added for whenever the hologram is teabagging, or whenever it's being shot at for prolonged periods of time. Sadly, it does seem that the lack of monetary gain was probably a decent factor in the fact they didn't continue making AI companion, cosmetics in Halo Infinite. Because by Season 2, most people were long gone. So not having that big mainstream audience to buy up a cosmetic that might cost you a bit more due to, paying a voice actor, and then anytime something new is added and you want to add more quips, that's in-game on average around 2 lines per whatever you're, using. So It really could have just been they didn't want to just sink money into something they know wouldn't be profitable. And even if that sadly is the truth, all in all, it probably is just a fun one-off mechanic to make you feel like Master Chief with your own AI buddy. Which is cool, but pretty sad that they only added 2 new companions post-launch, being Iratus and Mr. Chief. But I guess that begs the question. What's your AI companion in Halo Infinite? You know, which one's your favorite? What do you like, what's your favorite voice lines from them? Some of them can be pretty entertaining. Like, personally, one of my favorites is, like, how Iratus is just constantly obsessed with the idea that the player is, like, so good that they have to be a brute in their, Spartan helmet. And, maybe there's something like that in Halo Infinite that, kind of makes you happy about, the AI companion system. Something that makes you go, yeah, I love hearing that every time because it's so dumb, or so entertaining, or maybe a little bit uplifting, But that is it for today. See you next time, dudes.